Disney Dreamlight Valley is an absolute addiction. I love this game, and I cannot wait to talk about this, but I do have some worries, so let's dive into the video. This is Critics Play Games. I'm about to head out to my actual job, but Disney Dreamlight Valley is something I need to talk about because this game released on September 6th in early access. It's currently in beta. There's still a lot of things to kind of put out there. It's free on Game Pass. It's like $30 on Nintendo Switch and PlayStation. And this game, for me, like, came out of nowhere. I really rarely heard about it. For some reason, I actually thought this was going to be a mobile game because that's something that Disney just does a lot of, specifically that Mirrorverse game, which looked cool, weird, but also just not my cup of tea. Plus, I hate mobile gaming, so I was not the biggest fan of that. But I saw the poster, I'm like, that looks cool, but nothing that I would really be intrigued with playing. And it came down to the whole scenario that I kept seeing it on TikTok, Facebook, Instagram. Like, people I knew who don't play video games were playing this game. And I'm like, well, clearly it's Disney, but what is the appeal to this? What is so special about this game? Until someone told me it's Stardew Valley meets Animal Crossing with Disney. And right then and there, it kind of sold me, got me intrigued, downloaded it on Game Pass because I ain't spending the $30. And apparently, and I will say this is like a reaction review to playing this game because I'm addicted now to this game. I am addicted to this game. This is a reaction in beta form. There is no microtransactions as of right now that I could see. And second, it is not free to play yet, but it will be in the future. The second I hear free to play, that means microtransactions, which we'll talk about my worries in that in a second. But just as of right now, I'm judging this game, not even buying it, just downloading it from Game Pass, this game's addicting. It really is Stardew Valley meets Animal Crossing with Disney characters, and that is the whole appeal to Disney Dreamlight Valley. There's always a quest, a mission, or something to do with your villagers in town, and that is one thing that I actually think is, at least as of right now, after playing around 7 or 10 hours, there is enough in here for me to say that this is actually like a really fun game. Now, it's not going to be for everyone. If you're not into simulation games like that, this is not going to be your cup of tea or the change to it. But for me, as someone who really was into Animal Crossing 2 years ago when it released and was absolutely addicted to it, Stardew Valley I never truly got into, but I really did enjoy. This is another game that, you know, like I said, I'm going to talk about my issues, but it's a game that I'm addicted to. And a lot of the reason that I'm addicted to it is because of Disney. There's always something that I want to get. You know, I have right now Mickey, Goofy, Scrooge, Wally, Merlin, and I think like 2 other people in my village. And that's, for me, really cool. I like that. But my addiction is to get that next person. I want to move forward and find that next person and grab that person and bring them all into my home. You know, Buzz, Woody, whoever else I could get, Simba. That's who I want in my town. I love it. Like, I love being able to go in and see that there's like this Pixar pass, which is like a battle pass per se, and I didn't have to pay for it. It was free, or to my knowledge it was. And it's all Pixar stuff, and they have a Buzz Lightyear costume you can display in your house. Absolutely want that. You can dress up as the Incredibles. Like, those elements of just having Disney is fun. Would I ever pay actual money for this, though? Like, would I actually pay... Like, if they were like, hey, Zach, like, if you want to have Lilo and Stitch in your world, you're going to have to give us $15. Depends. Depends what it is. Is it an add-on? Are you giving me an entire new world, an entire new thing to bring into my camp? Or is it just cosmetic shit? That's where that cuts the line. So, overall, I am addicted to this game. It is like my new addiction, and I wanted to do a quick video on this because I've seen so many other people talking about it, and I had to get my opinion out there to discuss that this game is fun. Like, I just like going around my town, cleaning it up, making it my own, building my house and being what I wanted to do, making friendships with these other Disney characters in here that I've always grown up with, and just in general doing the major life simulation stuff, cooking, cleaning, cropping, all that stuff. I can't explain it. I just never understand the reason for getting so addicted to these games, but it's just always, there's something to always do. Like, I'm never bored playing this game. I can, like, put on a good podcast or put on a good album of music and just go about my town and do what I need to do. And what I will say about this game, at least as of right now, nothing ever feels like a chore to do. which is good. Like, there's sometimes a grinding element to this game to crop and stuff, but I would go around, do my whole thing, and then go to the next quest and do the same thing again. And that is where this game really picks up. And there's a lot of nuances to it. As you play the game, you discover ways to, get more money or to upgrade stuff or just in ways how to elevate your world. And these are the things that I really like, is that the game, everything you do, anything you do in this game, the game rewards you for that, which is great. I do want to talk about a couple of my worries. Now, this obviously, like I mentioned at the top, is going to go free to play. That is a worrisome thing. The worrisome thing with that is when I hear free to play, it's microtransactions for days. Now, I think Fortnite does microtransactions pretty well. It's all cosmetic. It's nothing's ever hidden behind the wall. If you want to play the game, you can play the game. If you want cosmetic stuff, you got to pay. I don't know how I fully feel about this game going that way. I would rather prefer to just buy a $60 version of this, just like I mentioned a couple months ago when I talked about Multiverses when that was announced and played. That's a game that I wish I could just pay $60, have every character, and then, hey, like all these DLC characters later down the road, if you want to get them, you can buy a season pass. I miss when there was a season pass of stuff. And I'm not saying Dreamlight Valley needs a season pass. In fact, the thing that I'm saying about this is I wish this game was $60. I wish I could buy the $60 game, and then that's what I'm buying. I'm not worried about a battle pass or anything. It's just free updates, free content to give me reasons to come back to the game. Now, I understand companies probably make way more money off microtransactions and everything like that, but that is some of the reasons why I feel like Disney Dreamlight Valley is not the supreme best thing and possibly could fall into its place. And I'll be honest, second that shit starts happening, and like if one of my favorite Disney characters is behind a paywall, I'm not going to really feel the urge to go get it. Fortnite, I've bought in skins for, and I do that because it's multiplayer I'm playing. And I think from my understanding, Disney Dreamlight Valley will have multiplayer in the future. Again, I've barely looked into like what they're planning for this game, but that is something that if that is your idea, what multiplayer are you going to do in there? I think you could do, like, if you guys remember that awesome Mario Party knockoff, Disney Party. That game was fun as hell. You could put intersections into here to maybe, like, make it where you can bet money in here. I mean, maybe that's a little bit gambling and Disney doesn't want that, but those are elements that I wouldn't mind. I would actually really enjoy that. I think that would be fun. But that's just me hoping for a Disney Party sequel one day in my life. I'm never going to get that. But I still play the game here and there on my GameCube. I have a blast with that, and now I'm going on a tangent. But my biggest worry is the microtransactions. My biggest worry is once this goes free to play, what changes, what doesn't, and what is held behind those paywalls. What is not? Is it add-on? Is it just cosmetic stuff? Cosmetic things are fine, but, for me, it's like I've always felt that, like, in a game like this, you always have to have that urge to continue. If it gets to the point where I feel like I can't play this game anymore because it's telling me I need to pay $10 or $15 or even $20 at times, but depending on how some of these transactions are, to get to that next thing or to do that next thing or to unlock something, I'm going to stop playing. So, as of right now, Disney Dreamlight Valley, I'm an addict to. I freaking love this game. I think it's so much fun. It's not perfect. It's buggy, and even at times, like, it's a little bit messy with certain clunky things that it does in certain quests, but there's always something to do that I've found. I love, like, it never feels like a chore to me. I just want to get to that next thing, unlock that next ability, unlock that next person to come to my town and live there, and, form these friendships and level up throughout the entire world and gain money so I can make my Disney Dreamlight Valley the best valley in the entire world. And that's what I really like about this game. It's the same thing with Animal Crossing, and it's the same thing here. So if you haven't tried the game out yet, and you have an Xbox and have Xbox Game Pass, I wholeheartedly think you should just download it there. I don't recommend just paying $30 for it. Maybe if I paid $30, I would have felt a little bit off from it. But I will say, once this game does go free to play everywhere, I am going to, hopefully, I think from my understanding, they're doing cross-save. I am going to download it on my other platforms, specifically my Switch, so I can play it on the go and, do what I need to do on the go. If it's not, I think there's things that could hold the game back. But those are just, again, my early thoughts. Disney Dreamlight Valley is out now. Go check it out. Let me know down below what your guys' thoughts are. And again, thank you so much for watching this. So, of course, guys, make sure to hit that like and subscribe button. Comment down below. This is Critics Play Games. We love talking games over here. This is a different type of channel. I'm usually talking movies, but with these guys over here, we talk games once a week, maybe sometimes even more than that. We got some great content coming up, so I can't wait for you guys to see that. But of course, until next time, stay classy and keep playing video games.